welcome back to the channel, and I hope that you've been well. I know it's been a few weeks since the last video. So much has happened. It's just been non-stop. I've not really had time to record. However, I'm going to record this video, and this is just another breakdown of the Blueprint Edge. Now, if you aren't aware, we have released a Discord for the Blueprint specifically, where you can learn the Edge itself with the exact structure rules, exact entry refinements, and our stop loss and TP rules, and our break-even rules, as well as you'll learn how to trade every session, which is Asia, London, and New York. So that's the versatility of this edge. It allows you to trade all three sessions, so you're not just fixed to just London or New York. We don't really have many edges that work in Asia, but this one tends to work quite well depending on the pair that you use. And also in the Discord, it gives you the ability to speak to myself directly, where you can actually have that support. The whole idea about that Discord is to create consistent and profitable traders, but having you to be as proactive as possible. It's all, the work is, and the onus is completely on you, whether you succeed or not. I'm only there to guide you. So it's a different style of teaching which we're trying to take in that Discord, and this edge is ridiculous how easy it is to pick up. So that's the reason why we made the Discord, just to put it all in one place for you. And so far we've seen some great results, which is really good to see. Anyway, let's crack on with US Swiss franc. I don't know why I picked this pair, it's a very random one, but let's see. What we'll do is, last week, one thing you'll notice is the session times. What you'll see on the session here is from 6 to 8. The UK session time is still 7 to 9. We just had our clocks change, so last week this would have been 7 to 9, but this week we've gone back to our normal timing. But because I'm recording last week's breakdown, it's going to show 6 to 8, so don't get too confused and don't think the session times have changed, because it hasn't. It's exactly the same. Anyway, we also currently are testing several pairs using this edge. We have it on automation, just trying to find the best pairs for the best sessions, for best pairs for specific sessions. At the minute, that's what we're working towards as well. And the only way that we're allowed to do that is obviously because I trade the DPC, but that is all automated as well using our ALGO. The link to that will also be in the description below, where you can literally trade hands-free, exactly the same as I would trade manually. It's just a plug and play system on whichever pair that you wish, and you just let that go, and that allows me to test certain pairs like this live, where I can trade it manually. But now we have a system that actually does this automatically as well. But anyway, let's crack on. So let's start. Where's Monday? I went backwards, sorry. Monday. Okay. Hello everyone. Now I just want to quickly interrupt your video just to show you what we have to offer. If you just visit our website and the link to the description below, what you'll find is the results to our flagship model, which is our daily pip edge, which you can see here, which is updated every single week. And this is the edge that we have that is completely automated using our algo, where you can just plug and play the system and it will trade for you. Now, if you're interested, obviously just click the enroll button. Now, this is the video that you're watching now, the Blueprint. It's now available where you can purchase and join the Discord for a very small fee compared to all our other models. But if you're obviously interested, everything that's included, it's put into here for you. That's pretty much it. If you're looking to enroll, or if you actually have any questions, obviously just click the Let's Chat button, and you can either contact us on WhatsApp or the live chat that's on the website, and you can actually ask any questions you like about the edges. But this is just a quick highlight of what you can get using Vertex and what we can offer you in return. We also do have Vertex funding, which I'll also put in the link to the description below, where you can actually trade using true funding with our challenge. Now, we've been open and running for the last 2 years, since February 2 years ago, and we're still going strong. We don't really market ourselves as much as other firms, just because we like to keep this is how we've always been this way, and it has allowed us to keep some longevity in the game compared to other firms. But be sure to check that out as well. Anyway, I'll let you be, and I'll let you continue with your video. So Monday, the first thing that we see, so let's just go back using this just to make things easier. Now, I did pay attention to this pair last week live, so I'll know if anything has changed or not. Okay, so what we can see is the last thing to happen, to keep this as simple as possible. Let me get rid of this, sorry. The last thing to happen was that we have a range. Our range is here. The last thing that happened was a sweep of that low, which means that we're looking to go long. And one thing that I'll mark is the last. So we'll be looking to sell once we take out this high. So that's one thing to mark pre-session, just so you're aware. What you can do, what some people have done in the Discord, is they split screen so they can see the two. It's up to you if you feel that makes it easier for you. So we are looking to buy. So let's carry on and have a look. So we have a sweep, no entry, invalidation, no sweep, no sweep. We have a sweep here, no entry, sweep here, oh, no entry, invalidation. Okay, so now we've broken that high, so we'll be looking to sell. So we have a sweep and no entry, invalidation, no sweep. We have a sweep here and an entry here. So this would have lost there to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would have lost. I'm not going to mark that up there. So that's a -1 and then no entry. So that's a -1 for Monday. So let's crack on to Tuesday. Okay, so now we're looking at Tuesday. So what we can see is just literally just sweeps of highs. So we're looking to go short, which is what we can see here. And then again, what I will mark is that low. So as soon as that low gets swept, we're looking to go long. So at the minute we're looking to go short. So let's see what trades we can find, if any. So we have, this is a major range sweep, but no entry, invalidation, no sweep. We have a sweep here and an entry here. So let's pop that on there with the stop loss above this high, so it's 1.5. Wrong one. And that would get stopped out there. Okay, so we have a -1 and then we have a sweep with another entry. So as soon as that gets taken out, you actually have another entry here with the stop loss just above this high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question I had was about how you enter trades like as precisely and as easily. Is if you have a trade manager where it's the one that we use, which I've posted in the description as well, is literally you just click as soon as price meets the entry requirements. You click what your stop loss is, and then you're in the trade. That's how I can do it so quickly. Obviously, if you're entering it manually, you will have a big difference in your pricing. So just bear that in mind. I would say a trade manager is probably the best investment that you can have in terms of this, just so you can actually have better entries, cleaner entries as well, and a bit more exact. You do need to be at your PC, and you'll need to use MT4, MT5 to actually do it. You can't do it off your phone. That's the only downside. But in order to actually trade an edge where you want to get perfect entries, I mean, you can do it off your phone. I've done it off my phone before where I couldn't use my PC, and it's not bad. It just means that you may need to adjust. If your stop loss is massive, you may need to stick to the stop loss rule in terms of if your stop loss is above 3, but just because your entry was bad, you still need to aim for that 3R instead of 5. So just bear that in mind. Anyway, we've taken a -1 and then we have another sweep, which actually gives you another entry, which is here. And there we go. And the stop loss is 2.7. So we can aim for 5R, which I believe hits anyway. I can't even see. Okay, so we're on -1, -2, -3, +5. We're sitting at 2R for the weeks on the week so far. So let's go to Wednesday. Okay, so now we're looking at Wednesday. So what we can see straight away is that we have the low being taken and we're looking to go long. So let's see if we find a long entry in this. Okay, oops. Okay, so we have a sweep, but invalidation. We have a sweep, and then it gets triggered from this candle here. So gets triggered on this candle with a stop loss below the low, so 1 pip, and then we're looking for 5R, which hits just there. Okay, so that's a simple one. So we're looking at 5, so we're looking at 7R for the week. So let's move on. Now we're looking on Thursday, so let's see what's happening here. So we are looking at 7R currently for the week. Okay, so we have a sweep, so obviously we're looking to go long. So let's see what happens when it eventually loads. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Okay, so wait for the fractals to print. So we have a sweep which eventually gets invalidated. A sweep invalidated. We have a sweep and an entry. So one from here with the stop loss below the low, and that gets taken out here. So now we're looking for another sweep. No sweep, that's in line. We have a sweep with an entry here. And let's pop this here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, that was wrong. It's this one. And then what was that? 1.2. So we're looking for a 5R trade, which is there. So 7 minus 1, so 6 plus 5. We're looking at 11R for the week so far, and we have just Friday left. The best way to see that is, in this case, the worst case that can happen, we're sitting at 11R, we can either lose 3R or gain 5R or 3R the next day, or whatever. We can either end, the worst thing that can happen is that you lose 3R and you're still sitting at 8R for the week. That's the best way to see it in terms of this edge, and that's the best thing about this edge, is because the risk to reward is quite high and the win rate is quite high. It allows you to be quite flexible in that sense. Anyway, let's look at Friday. Okay, so let's see what's happening on Friday. So we have a sweep of the high, and obviously we're looking to go short. So let's see. So already we have a sweep straight away. Let's see if this is enough to catch a win or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, so that would have lost, which is here. Okay, so carry on, and then we have another sweep here with an entry. So we're currently sitting at 10R for the week, and let's see what's happening here. This obviously loses, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, and that's out. And then we're still looking to go short. Still looking. And then the session finishes. So we're sitting at 9R for the week. Again, just following simple rules. So it's the same session times, simple rules, very simple entry requirements, and it is literally as just wait for your rules to present and then you enter. There's no, like, throughout this whole video, what you probably notice is that there's no guesswork, there's no thinking. I'm able just to look at this chart like that, and I can see entries regardless of whether I'm going long or short. Just from looking at this, I can see entry. I can see where the sweeps are just from glancing, and that's how good, that's how when you learn to trade a mechanical edge, it gives you that a simplistic view of it. Now, just because it's simple, it doesn't mean that it's not effective. It just means you have to think about the end goal is to extract what you can from the market. It's not about extracting the huge amounts in one go. It's about extracting consistently to profit from the market in the long run. And from this week alone, you're sitting at 9R from 2 hours of work a day, if that, because some of the trades finish early. So that means at that point you can walk off. Or if you lose 3 trades in a row, you can walk off and you're done. You're done for the session. You're fixed in that way. Whereas when I used to trade, especially when I used to use like conventional methods like trend lines or support and resistance, when I did stuff like that, I mean, I'm not saying they don't work, because I think every sort of trading strategy has some sort of edge. It's just whether you can actually repeat the edge consistently enough. Because I know a lot of the time, like when I used to draw trend lines, I used to I mean, I used to question whether you draw it from there and then do you change it, and what do you do? What do you class as the breakout? What's enough of a breakout? Or when you get a breakout like that, does that count as a tap? And it's actually, to be fair, in this case, it has broken out, come back, and then giving you a trade here. For me, I didn't feel like I was in that consistent enough. And also for me, because I didn't have any structure rules either anyway, I used to say like, this was a low, that was a high. I mean, in this case, this is pretty easy. It's when things get a bit funky and you don't know where your highs are. Because some people used to say, I remember when I first learned, and I can't remember who it was that I learned this from, but some people used to call this a swing low and that was a swing high, and then they'll do a retracement somewhere from here to here, whatever it was. I didn't understand why they would ignore these highs in between. It didn't make sense. For me, I couldn't find any sort of structure behind it. And obviously, I'm not saying they don't work. For me, personally, I didn't understand it enough. I just wasn't grasping the concept. That's all it was. I needed something that was simple. That's when I learned mechanical trading and understood that you can have it simple. Then it's a case of just refining what I've learned over the years to come to edges like this, like the blueprint, come to edges like the DPC, and now we're at an age where you can automate these edges, which is exactly what we've done with the DPC, where we've automated it, and now I'm just letting it run on my personal accounts. I've let it run for a long while now, and I don't need to even think about it because it's trading exactly how it should. And that's the beauty of having a mechanical edge. It allows you to actually do that, whereas with, I would say, conventional methods, I mean, you can't really automate a trend line as such because your ruling isn't the same a lot of the time. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyway, if you are interested, of course, if you're interested in joining the Discord, it is a low one-time fee, just because I want to give you guys something you can access for a one-time fee, which is low, which also it accounts for the time and effort that I put into creating the edge, as well as the time and effort that I will actually give for you, which actually the amount you paid does not equate to what you receive. It's just so I want people who are actually serious in that Discord and want a good coherent group in there. Apart from that, I will leave you all be, and hopefully the next video won't be too long before it's released, but I hope you all take care. Just remember about the session time, it is still 7 to 9, it's only 6 to 8 for the purpose of this video because of the daylight saving time change. But it'll go back to normal for next week anyway.